What's up, family? Hey, today I'm gonna do a very relevant, everyday type of video about road rage. Hence the word. I'm gonna title it Road Rage, and how everyday life people get caught up in so many different road rage incidents, and unfortunately, sometimes people even it be so dramatic as a death is involved, all over road rage.
And why people have some short fuse on the road.
With road rage, right? Yeah. It's crazy. It's so many different ways you could look at that. I'll just give you a few. It's because population is getting so overwhelmingly in whatever town, state, whatever it is we live. You know, people have this tendency to think, this is the road I travel. I should be first. I should get to that light first. You know, in the parking lot, I was going to park in that parking space first. Who the heck is you? I'm going to go there first. I want to get closest to the door, to the store. People always want to park closest to the store. You know what I mean? It's like, I want the spot right there. No, dummy.
I want to say
those spots are for handicap. You know, those spots that's closest to the doors for handicap. Well, I want the spot that's closest to the handicap spot. People just so get caught up in their emotions. But I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, I was going to say that that's most common up here in Jersey, how rude people are.
Oh, you starting to see it down south too?
Bro.
Look at that football player that got killed over road rage. You see what I'm saying? It's so unfortunate. Oh, wow. You know, people say it was a racial incident or whatever the case, but it definitely was road rage, rather it's racial or not. You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate. And for the viewing audience out there, y'all know how people get caught up in road rage. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you one of my stories of me with road rage many, many years ago. And tell me what you think about what happened to me. Now, this is what happened to me. I went to the grocery store. Like I said, this is a long time ago. So don't convict me on this now. This was a long time ago. Like I said, when we was young and dumb. Now we're older, we're more mature. We handle things in a more mature type of way. So let's get to the story. As it's called, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Lap time. I'm giving y'all lap time out there. Story about myself. All right, so here we go. Look what happened to me with road rage. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm coming back from the grocery store. It was Pathmark, man. Ain't no more Pathmark. They out of business. So this shows you how far back I'm going back. Yeah. Anyway, I went to the grocery store 2 o'clock in the morning. Went to Pathmark. I'm coming back from Pathmark, and I come on this side street, Elizabeth Avenue side street out here, where it's a long strip without a red light. As I turn, make the right off of the one street to get on this main street, when I turn, I'm driving down the street. There's no traffic 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no cars on the road. But when I made the turn, there was one car in front of me, just one. Meanwhile, it's 2-3 miles ahead of us, nothing. And the car that was in front of me, he's driving at like 5-10 miles per hour. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in back of him. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? What? So what do? I proceed to go around him. Just as I go around him, y'all know what he did.
Speed up?
He speeds up. So now I'm like, yo, all right, no problem. You know, I didn't get upset. I truly didn't. I didn't get upset. I just fell back in line, and I said to myself, I said, see, he might have been on the phone, not paying attention, not realizing somebody back him. No big deal. No big deal. I'm just now fall back in line. And I fall back in line and back him. Now all of a sudden, he going back 5-10 miles per hour again. Now, come on. This guy is being a jerk off.
Maybe he's into something.
But come on, why are you holding me up? You see what I'm saying? Like you said, maybe into something. But why are you holding me up? You see, the first time I tried to go around you, you prevented me from doing that by speeding up. I fall back in line. I ain't beeping him. I ain't yelling no obscenities. Nothing to him.
That's true.
But now, the second time, now I'm like, yo, the heck, this guy going slow again. So now I go around him again. And what did he do again?
Speed up. He
speeds up again. But now, I'm pissed. I'm instantly pissed. So now when he speeds up, I floor it. And I jump in front of him and I blocked the whole street off. I blocked the whole street off like, and I jumped out of the car. I was like, yo, man, what the heck is wrong with you, man? And then right away, the dude, John, he go, yo, man, what the problems, man, what the problem? I said, nah, man, but what the heck is you doing? I said, the first time you was going slow, I just fell back in line. If you want to go slow, then you go slow. Don't be slowing me up. What the hell is wrong with you?
Prime example of road rage.
Prime, you're right.
But
those road.
When you told me that story, I didn't. First of all, you never told me that story. You thought you did.
Yeah.
But second of all, I don't think you was wrong at first.
But see, now I get where you're going, because the dude was bugging out. Whatever he was doing,
so
why you preventing me?
He was in the wrong first.
But to be honest, like you said, so you didn't see that I was wrong because but look what I did. Let's just say an officer had showed up. I literally blocked the whole street off.
You were ODing on that part.
See, that's road rage.
Okay.
I blocked up and I said, yo, if you want to go slow, then you go slow. You don't be slowing me up because I don't know what the heck you doing in your car, but don't be slowing me up because you out here doing some bull crap. And he's like, nah, man, go ahead, man, go ahead. But see, that when I was young and dumb, and look how I handled it. To be honest, I didn't handle that mature at all. But like I said, this was a long time ago. But come on, let's be honest, y'all. Whatever that guy was doing, he was wrong. If you want to go slow, you go slow. Why are you going to prevent me from going around you when you're the one screwing around? But see, like I said, look how that was road rage. Imagine if that was some guy that had a weapon.
Yes, say it all the time.
It's so many ways that could have went. He could have had a weapon. Let's just say he was an officer. Let's just say it was an old lady who was maybe going through some medical condition. You know, let's just say when I cut the street off, a cop came down the street. Mm-hmm. Who's really in the wrong right now? Yeah. You see? Because I let my road rage just get me all. You see what I'm saying? And now, you know, and that's why I say, as they say, when we young and dumb, or as I said before, your ignorance is bliss. Remember, you don't know any better, you don't do any better. But as you get older, you're supposed to have gotten more mature and you handle things in a more mature way. Because if that was to happen now, I wouldn't do that. I would clearly more than likely just pull to the side, let him take his time, and I'll wait till he get way ahead of me. Then I'll just drive. But I would not do what I did back then because I'm older and more mature now. But see, road rage out there, a lot of y'all, you gotta, don't fight over the parking spot in the parking lot of the grocery store, the bank, or whatever the case. You know, most accidents happen in the parking lot. Rather than some type of road rage or somebody trying to rush to a parking spot. And we know how most of y'all out there always want the parking spot closest to the store. Like I said.
Remember that scene on Medea, road rage in the parking lot?
Medea, that was funny when she's like, oh, you seen I was going to park. And the lady's like, oh, you was too slow. Yeah. She's like, oh, really? Oh, really? Now, that was funny they put that in the movie, but that was a sign of road rage. She took that crane and picked the car up and dumped. See, that you letting other people get to you. You got to remember, we all live in this world. You got to interact to some level. You're going to be interacting with other people. It's going to be congestions in front of you and back of you or at the exit or whatever. But learn how to deal with road rage in a better way than letting everything just get you so mad so quick. Like you blow a fuse.
So that's what I just said earlier on this video. A lot of people have short fuse.
They got a short fuse. You're right.
And it's like
they spaz out at the heat of the moment.
Yeah. And we got to be better, folks. So in closing, what I would say, matter of fact, I'll let y'all go first. Ladies first, what would you say in closing, Jada, behind the camera?
In closing, I would say we as a constituency, word of the day.
And let's tell them what the constituency
It means like we as a people, like us together, us united.
Well,
we should all be safe on the road. And I feel like road rage could come from anybody, even having a bad day or even somebody having a good day. You know, you could really ruin somebody's day by simply yelling at them, getting out the car, and just acting just outrageous.
One little thing.
Yeah, like we should all be safe on the road. And a situation like that could be handled differently, but you know, when you get older, you mature.
I like you threw that word in there because I slipped today, but you picked it up where I dropped the ball. Go ahead, babe. What would you say in closing?
Just have your head straight. Just don't be in people's level. Yes. Believe it or not, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot of time and cost others.
I like that what you said. It costs you because sometimes people get caught up and then later on they go, damn, man, I could have handled that better.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, we got you next in closing. But I'm gonna add something else to road rage. Know what road rage also do to people? It make you get out of your character of who you really are.
Yep.
You might be a gentle, nice person, and when you get caught up in some road rage incident, you become this metamorph into a total different person. We'll be like, yo, look at that joke acting crazy as that. Matter of fact, you will even get people that will do and say racial things that they might truly not even be racist. The reason I say that is because I remember a real good buddy of mine. He lives in Staten Island. He's a doctor now. I remember we had this conversation many years ago. And he said that. He said, come on, man. You going to tell me you never say no racist stuff? I said, no, man. He's an Italian dude. I said, no, you probably say some crap. He said, come on, man. You going to tell me you never say no racist? I said, no, I ain't racist like you funny jokers. And he said, okay, how about you going to tell me if somebody ever cut you off on the highway, you don't never say nothing like, yo, man, you stupid white boy, you stupid Chinese, you stupid this and that. I was like, damn, right. Everybody done say that. Because see, when you get mad, at somebody or incident, you say stuff at the moment just because you're angry. We all know that in our families. Sometimes your kids may say or do something to make you angry at the moment. Your wife, your boyfriend, your husband say something to make you angry at the moment. And you lash out at them. You don't really mean it, but you say it because you're angry. And the point that my man Anthony was making with me back then was that you see how you may say something racial about somebody. If you see some Chinese person, some white person just cut you off and they dead wrong, what's the first thing pop out of your mouth? Man, look at this stupid white boy. When it's like, you know, I'm not a racist, but look how that came out of my mouth because it's an ignorant statement coming out of my mouth. And that's why I thought I'd throw that in there too. But I'm sorry, I want to get back to you. What would you say in closing with road rage?
Well, I deal with driving on a daily basis because my job consists of being a driver. I do have to admit I do have road rage sometimes, but not extreme. But I do have to just think like it's not really worth losing you because you could lose your job by having road rage. You could get into an accident doing that. It's just, you know, sometimes taking a breather or pulling over and talking to yourself helps like you too. So
that's cool. That's good. And what I would say in closing, I will piggyback off what she said. You know what? We are older and more mature, and let's handle things in a more mature things. You got to understand, people, getting caught up in road rage, sometimes you're going to regret it later. Let's think more mature. You'll be proud of yourself if you handle a situation where you knew normally you wouldn't handle it as good as you would now. You go, you know what? I'm not going to let this person get to me. Matter of fact, I'm just going to eject myself from the situation before it escalates to something more that's going to jeopardize my life, my license, my integrity of who I am. We handle things a little bit better when we get older. We are mature. And for our younger generation, even y'all, learn from your parents, learn from older folks. Pay attention. Stop being so hasty on the road. Oh, I got to throw this one in there. And for all you women, I gotta throw it, because you women be tripping. You women be heavy on the gas all the time. It is ridiculous. I don't care where I'm going. Women be like, I remember I'm going to work. I'm in the far lane. Here goes this lady. Second lane, third lane, back over to the cut me off. I'm like, look at this lady. And no, I didn't even know it was a lady. Right away I said to myself, I bet you this is a female. I bet you this is a female. But I'm just driving in my lane. I get to the light. She zips back over again. I said, look at this. Just as I thought. Women always think they got to be on the road going fast, and passing every car. Like, only time you see it be a person that's not a woman if it's some young cat. But women always think it's a race on the highway. And she kept doing this. I just stayed in my lane. We got about 4 lights up the road. Sure enough, I'm in front of her again, but she's in the far lane. What does she do? She cut over here. Then she cut over here. Then she cut back. And then she cut back right in front of me. I said, look at this joker. She's just so impatient. I said, I'm just, like I said, we older, we're more mature. I was like, boy, if this road open up, you know what? Let me ignore her. But the road opened up as much as I didn't want to.
You mean road rage?
The road opened up, no traffic. I had to show her what my big truck could do. And I was just driving gradually. And then when the road opened up, I hit it. That truck just went by her truck. And you see her like, and then when we got up by the exit, I just waited for her. She gonna pull up next to me and go like, ain't nobody trying to race. Ain't nobody trying to race. Who? You is trying to race. You women always trying to race. Now I gotta show you. And it's like, knock it off, lady. You gonna cause somebody to get an accident. Why is you cutting through all these lanes back and forth, back and forth?
Did you say you saw some girl's car? She like, her whole back of her bumper just ripped off.
Yeah, just being reckless with you constantly back and forth. Slow down, pay attention. If you paid attention to the flow of traffic, you don't have to keep going back and forth in and out of lanes. You will realize that red car right there, every time it's a red light, everybody got a beep at him. Why? Because he's busy being distracted by his phone or whatever. So I know not to be in back of this person. See, this is how men drive. We paying attention to the overall road where women just hitting the gas heavy. And then keep wondering, how that car keep getting in front of me, doggone it? Because we're paying attention to the whole road, the drivers and everything. Y'all just hitting the gas. Come on, it's just fun. I thought it was so funny. It's like, anybody trying to race? Well, it's like, you're the one trying to race. What are you talking about? I just thought that was funny. But like I said, family, let's be more safe on the road. Let's be more cautious about our surroundings. I always say to my daughters, be vigilant. Be vigilant on the road and be more cautious on the road. And take it down a notch. Don't let road rage be the definition of what's going to define you later, that you say, man, I wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda handled it better. On that note, peace.